mind that way? What causes it to affect the mind that way?
They don't totally know.
That it make it visionate, visualize everything.
They don't totally know. They know that your brain makes it. They know that your body makes it, they should say. They know that it's produced in your liver and their lungs, and there's some evidence now because they found it in rats that the pineal gland produces it, which is like, that's the third eye of Eastern mysticism. That gland actually, in rats, they've proven produces DMT, and they think it does so in people too.
Once I did, I wanted to do it again and again and again. And they said, you shouldn't do it too much, Mike. But I was like, man, I got to, grasp what's going on here. Why am I feeling this? Like, why did this, in a weird way, like, humbled you?
I don't think you should listen to the people who say you shouldn't do it too much. I think you should do it as much as you want.
That's what I agree with, too.
Yeah.
I agree.
You could handle it. If you can handle being like Tyson, you can handle doing DMT a few times.
DMT, yeah, that's what I think I'm going. I think I'm going in that direction.
Well, I mean, it's not something you should do all day, every day, but you can learn a lot from it. It's very beneficial and very strange that it's illegal. It's illegal.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Even though Terrence McKenna had a joke about it because your body's making it, so everybody's holding. We all have it. It's illegal, but it's like making blood illegal. Everybody has it.
Isn't it wild when they go to Sonora Desert when they find these toads?
Yeah. Yeah, I've never experienced it from the toad. I've only
watched
experienced
it on television.
With the way they extract it.
Yeah, they grab him and they squeeze it. They bust his pimples and they bust it on the glass of mirror and then they take it off and they let it harden.
Yeah, they let it dry in the sun. They scrape it off with a razor blade.
Yes.
I've only had it synthetically made in a laboratory. You used to be able to buy it online. You used to be able to buy like a fucking can of it, like this big, enough to get like a whole state high. You just buy it online. It was totally legal.
Incredible.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's bizarre that it's illegal.
Well, they would say not for human consumption. Well, I don't know what the fuck you're doing with it if you're not using it for human consumption. But you used to be able to buy it.
I've never felt anything like that before.
No, nothing like that.
Makes me not want to do anything. Nothing else can supersede that.
How long ago did it happen?
I don't know, around 2 months ago.
Yeah. Did you write down what happened after it happened, or did you record it?
No, I wish I did.
Yeah.
I wish I did.
Yeah, me too. If it goes away like a dream, right?
It comes off, you're so scared. It starts off like this to me, like, no, yeah! That's how I start. No, I don't want to be this. I said, hey, I want this to stop now. And the guy was like, hey, you're on the ride. And I'm like, no, yeah! I love it. Yeah. I love you.
Yeah, you love everybody.
Yeah, so spazzed out.
Yeah. Did you have a hard time letting go?
At the beginning, I was fighting it. I was saying, stop. I wanted to stop now. Just stop this shit now. Stop. And the guy was like, hey, the show was like, I can't do it. You got to go for the ride, dude. And it was like, oh, man. It's like I'm dying. Things are going on my face. I'm seeing the Aztec things. I'm seeing toads. I'm just seeing weird animals and things. They're just flying. It's like another chamber. It's boom, flashing. You're like, boom.
Yeah.
And you gone. It's like a rocket. You taking off. Boom.
Yeah, it's beyond your imagination.
Yeah, it's inconceivable. Can't even explain it to no one.
Well, I'm hoping that they start with psilocybin because I know MAPS, they're doing some great work with that, trying to get these things legalized. Especially they're doing MDMA studies with veterans and people with PTSD, and they're having great results. They're moving into psilocybin. They would love to get psilocybin legal, and it's up for ballot. I think it was in Oregon. Is that where it is? It's up for. I think Oregon is up for legalization this year, and it may be eventually in California as well. They may.
How you think they're gonna do with that?
It should be legal. It doesn't kill anybody. It should be. It's not a bad thing if they regulate it. If they make it for therapeutic use and just set up centers where experts can show, but they shouldn't make it prohibitive for people to own it or even grow their own. It's not a bad idea to set up places where people can do it under a professional's care, a shaman's care, a physician's care. That's a good idea. But making it illegal is a bad idea because it helps a lot of people. People think of it as a party drug. They think you're going to do mushrooms and freak out and go fucking run around naked and, what's on mushrooms?
I used to do mushrooms. I love mushrooms. I love mushrooms.
Yeah. Well, psilocybin and DMT are very closely related chemically. All those really potent psychedelic drugs are very closely related. They all break down in some similar path inside your brain and give you that weird ego dissolving experience. That's one thing.
Yeah, most of the drugs you do, most ego enhancing.
Right. Like Coke.
Yeah, you're like, oh, the baddest mother. You're just gone, man.
Yeah, you've never had coffee. I've never had Coke.
Never?
Never.
Oh, man.
Feel like I
Bad
missed
exchange,
out.
huh? No, you didn't miss out on nothing, man.
Yeah, that one I ducked. When I was in high school, my friend's cousin used to sell it. And he wasted away to nothing. Him and his girlfriend would hang out in the attic, never come out. They would just sell Coke and watch TV. It was bad. It was like a vampire bit him. He just became a...
Once you get in that kind of vicious cycle, it's a wrap.
Yeah. Yeah. So I ducked it. I ducked it early. Never did Coke.
Man.
When was the first time you did Coke?
I don't know. I was a kid, 11, 12.
Shit.
I got involved with drugs early in life.
Wow. That's crazy. 11, 12.
Yeah. I was still living in Brownsville, Brooklyn when I first did cocaine.
Wow. That's a crazy
I was
age.
listen, I would never let my children, I have a 10-year-old daughter and 8-year-old. I would never let them live the life that I live. I would hate that. I would always fight so hard. I never want them to be in the environment that I grew up in.
Yeah, of course. Well, you have the benefit of having gone through it. No one else could ever understand how difficult any of your life must have been for you. It's got to be one of the harder things when you did that documentary. It's an amazing documentary. When you're very honest and you're very open about all your experiences. And the one thing I took away after that, like, no one can understand. You could hear a guy talk like this. I could hear you say these things. I could see the videos of your fights, see the videos of your experience. But to understand the life that you lived, it's impossible. So it's just a guess. It's like a guess for someone like me from the outside.
It's just really interesting. I used to look at it, think about this young kid from Brooklyn, New York, comes to Custom Auto at 13, 12, and all of a sudden, I have a low self-esteem. This guy gives me this big fucking ego. You know what I mean? I live by the rules of that ego, and I've accomplished so much.
And a dominator ego. Yeah. Right? You're set to
all about
confidence.
Destroying people.
Yeah.
Just anybody, you could be a lawyer, you're 200 pounds, I'm staring you down. It was a weird environment growing up that way. Because we as people, we try to avoid fights. You know what I mean?
Right.
From my instincts, we avoid fights for all our lives. And just to be able, this is what you do, like you're a UFC guy, you're a fighter, this is what you do for a job, a lifestyle. That's pretty bizarre.
But you were getting positive reinforcement from thinking like that for the first time in your life.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Never felt like that before. But like taking a big drug like Lucia, just boom, it felt like you're the man. Then everybody's telling you you're great.
Yeah.
For
the first time in your life.
Never understood that. And you know what else Custom Model used to do with me? He used to take me to a hypnotist. He was a hypnotist as well. Yeah, and I used to go into the hypnotist motions.